Greetings and welcome to City Skylines Deepburg episode 26. In the previous episode we played around with the industrial area and it is moving pretty nicely at the moment. There's a lot of traffic over here, but this is mostly them importing goods to fill these up because for some reason they feel like importing all the stuff rather than just using local resources. I kind of wish you could turn it off. I mean, you've got this, balanced, empty and fill. Fill means they'll import it all, whatever they can't make locally. Empty means they'll just empty the building, and balance means they'll do a 50-50. But there's no way of saying, hey, can you always only fill from the local supply? That'd be kind of nice. I'd like to use this as a buffer from the local supply. If there's not enough local supply, then we could have one setup for importing. But nah, that's something we can deal with later. Two things I want to do today, though. First, I want to look at these train lines we set up last time. The blue ones here. If we look at our trains... Trains. They're being used, but I think we've got too many trains on these lines. Because there's 3 trains on that and 2 on that. And I think, given... Thank you. Given there's only occasionally a full station, and it's only when there's a drop-off, and most of the time there's only like 11 people on a train at a time, I feel we can get down to 1 train on this line. I mean, it's got 11 people on it. Yeah. So if we were to take that down to 1 train, okay, pause it, so I don't get nauseous trying to do it. Take it down to 1 train, 30% should do it there, and the other one, you... Again, you are 25, and we can probably get down to 1 train on that as well. So 1 train on both, 30%? Yeah. Because they mean the subway's doing most of the job, right? So 1 train on each, and we'll see if that works. If we find it to be that one station starts to get over full, we'll put 2 trains on the line. At least we'll know that we're not wasting trains, because every train in this is a potential congestion point here and here for the cargo trains and intercity trains that are moving. Anyway, that's them done. So, I mean, the train only gets full at this one, and only when an external train pulls in, drops a lot of people off to be taken in. There we go. Let's also zone up an extra level of commercial, because we do have a nice big commercial demand right there. Give me that one, and you know what? Let's do all of this line here. Give me all that as well now. There, you start building that, so that'll get the commercial demand up. And that should make you guys happy. But one thing I want to do, and I'm going to be pausing the game during this build process, so we won't probably see the effects on the trains just yet. But what I want to do, well, you also know I want to put a park around here, around that station. I won't be doing that until I get that line out, that expansion there. And then we can move this train line across here, swing it in nicely into this loop here, you see. But I don't want to do it until we get that done, because we'll be destroying this piece of track when we move straight across this piece here, so no point in doing the park there yet. So that being said, what I feel we should look at is something that's been annoying me for a while, is these junctions here. Now they work really well, but they're ugly as hell. And what I was looking at is what would happen if we were to replace them with a roundabout system. So if instead of having, bear with me, this may or may not work, but instead of having 2 highways coming in and then these crossroads, which I did say I want to get rid of these crossroads at some point, because they're just a stupid idea. I mean, I didn't know how, maybe dip roads or something. What I've had an idea of, what if we removed this highway entirely and switch it out for a 6-lane single road, right? Elevate it, run it down the very centre, and then coming off the side on the ground level, we have a roundabout here and a roundabout there, connected underneath each other, and then the elevated road links into those roundabouts, so that vehicles can get on and off really easily using the dual roundabout system. It would have very little, very tiny gaps between here and here, potentially. But I feel it won't be that big a problem. We'll have at least 2, maybe 3 of them going up here. I'm not sure what we'll do at the end, because there's not a land here for one, but we can do something at the end if we need it. We can probably just do slip rails at the end. But let's give it a try, shall we? Because I want to see how it works. So first we're going to have to pause it. Then we have to destroy all the road from basically here all the way up. And we'll do it from there. I didn't mean to do that last one, by the way. You go up, 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 and up, 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 up. We'll probably get some problems and complaints about roads going missing. Nobody needs to know the details, do they? That's fine there. It'd be kind of cool if when they do a road renovation project, they just went out and pulled all the roads. Right, let's remove these ones as well, and I'm going to remove these undergrounds as well. These walkways temporarily. because it might get in the way of the build process, and if it does, I want to make sure we have the resources to deal with that. Here we have you, and we have you. There we go, and you. Yeah, you might as well go. Take the. You know what? And I'm going to want all this space, so let's get rid of the buildings as well, because I want to make sure we have the space here for this. And then the little bits of roads. And power cable, yeah, it can go away. Alright, road area is now clear. Now let's place down a single piece of road as a guide. So if you could just roll out there, that'd be awesome. Can we just not have the bendy tool right now, please? Thank you. Now we have to have it lined up with this, and it has to be perfectly centered between those 2 points. Now I think the best way of doing that would be to start up here. Oop, let's run the right type of road down, shall we? But tree line, guys? Do you think tree lines? I think tree lines. Elevate it. Oh, that's not elevate. Elevate it 1. So we can go straight down that way. All the way down here. Is that center? It is not centered. It's out by 1. Out by 1. Boom. Now that's centered. Right. Bring you up here. We'll elevate you there for now. And we'll probably do something with you at the end of you later on. Down to the end here. Take that back to about there. And we can connect that up to the road. So let's connect that up now before we forget about it, because you know we will. It can be that road type, and it can go. Ooh. I was hoping to go straight in, but it has a weird arc because of that. Remove that. Give me that. Oh no, not that. Give me the bendy road. Like that, and hopefully you will be able to come out of there. So if I take you to there. Yeah, I didn't think you'd let me have that one straight off the bat. Move tool! You go there. And then you go there. And then move tool. And we'll bring you to be straight. We go over, bring it back there. We go. And then also flip that around because we're idiots and that's the wrong way. Damn you. Damn you. Damn you. Just flip. There we go. It didn't want to flip, basically. Pop you to there. I might pull that back a bit at all. And then you can go down here. Like that. Keep that straight as possible. They should be as close to each other as possible on the up ramps. Before we do too much, I need to make sure you can get your slip road there, though. And that is a problem, potentially. That shouldn't be a big issue there. We can take that off there. I would appreciate if you could be back there, though. Give you a bit more room to play with this. So you would be able to go there, you would be able to line up with that. They're roughly right, they're not as terrific as they could be. Alright, let's see if we can get those little slip roads in place. So please let me have the slip road. Bendy road tool. Now I want to put you in like that. And then flip you around. That would make my life easier. There we go. And then over this side, we take you from here. Move. Hey, look! It just fits perfectly. How amazing is that? Who would have thought that would have been such an amazingly simple fit? And then you would go up to here, and then we just edge that out a little bit less, or a little bit more, maybe. That there. Put that in a bit. There we go. It does. Yeah. Okay. Can you bring that way? Can you not do that? Can you? Okay, you can do that. I'll just put that there. Put that here. Bring that out a little bit so it looks less weird. Take that in a bit so it looks more weird. Move that to there because we're idiots. Put that like that. There we go. There we go. Alright, so that road's back connected, that road's back connected. That all looks good there. That was connected there. Do not unpause, as this road currently is not connected anywhere up here. Okay, back to the single road. Tree line would make sense. Okay. Now, let's D-zone these before we do anything else, because I will forget to D-zone all of this area. Boop. Thank you. Now, what I want to do here is have the road come out of there and connect here. Now, this one might be a bit too close, so here we might just have a straight crossroad and not have to deal with it initially. And then up here, we'd have this one be our roundabout, this one would be another roundabout maybe. I think so, if we can fit it in. Here's where I'm not sure about because of the land, but we'll figure that one out later. Alright, let's start with, can I have the one-way road, because it is after all a thing. With grass, I don't really think it. I would like to put down a normal one. This one. Except it does support parking. I do not want parking on the roundabout. So we have grass. Grass would make nice. A two-lane road, one way with decorative grass. Decoration lower noise pollution, supports low traffic and increases land value. Whereas trees is the same. I think trees would be distracting on a roundabout, so we do grass. Now, in theory, if we were to start it here, go down by that amount there. I bet that's like a half circle. We could probably get away with that, right? Half circle would be there. Ooh, would that make it? Ooh, would that make it? Would that make it? It does make it. It goes slightly under the road. Ooh, excellent. That would do quite well. Now, the question would be, can we get another one this side? Half circle to there? I don't think where the half circle should be is really hard sometimes. Can you fit under that one? You can. Okay. Now, back. That's like that. Then we'd have to go with a two-line. You know what we do with trees this part? I see no problem with trees this part. Ooh. Can we have the straight line tool for this? This will make life a little bit easier. You know, let's stick with grass because I feel that's just going to cause problems if we don't have consistency here. Right, so we have that. So what basically happens here is this is a very small junction. I do not like it, but it's the only way I can fit these in here. One either end. There's one underneath. So vehicles want to go from here to there can use the roundabout to get through. And vehicles on the top here can get down onto these. So that should be a pretty good way of doing it. Let's see if we can get this up and see how it will look. It may not work, and we might have to undo all this, but I can redo this if we need to. Let's use two-way roads with grass. Yep. And we want to take it from here up to here. So we would have one road. Right, so what we want to do is try to avoid... We don't want 4 junctions on the roundabout if possible. Try and get down to 2 junctions on the roundabout if needed. And we want them to go the right way. So what we want to do here is say, if people are coming off of here, then going into industrial, that would be the fastest way into industrial. And anybody leaving industrial will go right around there and up here. That would be best. Okay, start from. I don't want to be too close to the road, so let's start from here. Ooh, let's not use the straight road for this one. Start from here, because this will give us a full-on ramp. Now, actually, it's a bit too far away. Because if we did that, we're going to want. If we did start it here, we'd line with that. The next one would have to start here, which would be not possible. Because it'd be kind of complaining about being on top of itself. We have to start there. Which I have no problem with. We could do that definitely. So, if we really were to do that, we don't start. Okay, so to start there, will be one notch above that, which will put it. It would put it 660 above that road. So, I want to keep a bit of symmetry here. 660 above that road would be here. So if this works, that would be your connecting point. Now let's remove that horrible weirdness that you have there that you somehow seem to believe is a junction. There we go. Put that like that. And that should work out really well. Now how does it look overall on that junction setting? It's not too bad from above, it looks pretty decent. I would prefer further back if we could do. But that'll do fine. Going this way, if we can have the same exit point here, then... Oh, we could have taken it from here. That actually wouldn't be too much a bad idea. Sorry, I'm thinking to myself. I was thinking we can either connect off of here into here, and have this as a vehicles come both ways here, or we could come up from here, which would mean people going into the industrial would go right around. If we go into the house, would go. But then, yeah, okay, better to go from the bottom because it keeps people from getting too crossed over. Boop. Let's also use the move tool to remove that horrible. I wish it was a. Is there a mod to stop it from doing that? You know, something like a non-stupid ramps mod or something. Right, let's look. From above, I want them to look like they're roughly the same position. That's right. Okay, then we're going to go into that. That's okay. Let's bring up the things. First of all, those traffic lights can go away because why are there traffic lights there? Second, well, I know I was talking about there. You, whoop. No turning right, no going straight forward. Good. You. No turning left, no going straight forward. Good. You. No straight forward, no right turns. You. No straight forward, no left turns. Okay. Maybe you should go the other way. So that would keep people from crossing each other. No one should cross lanes. That should keep the flow there pretty damn smooth, actually. Hopefully. We may need to remove... Ooh. Some of these bends are quite tight. So someone coming in here goes, okay, let's remove these. How about if we do the same thing, but we're coming straight out? How about that? So we said 660 above, right? Nope. 660 is way up here. Wow. Let's start it from here. Let's just do it from here. We'll figure it out and we'll move over later. Take one. Give me the shortest. What's the shortest you can go from there? Like that. Perfect. Then give me the bendy road from there to there, and from there to there, and we do the same move tool to remove that horribleness that it insists on having. There we go. From above that looks about right. No, you're off center. There we go. And then you would go there and then straighten that up. Bing. Straighten you up. Bing. A bit more maneuvering because we can. You could just do that. It'll make it a little less weird. There we go. Ooh, nope, it comes from there. We go. I think that's about what I'd like to do. Yes. Alright, that looks good. Let's do the junctions again. So first of all, traffic lights. Be gone. Second of all, lane junctions. No. And no. You would be no and no. You would be no and no. And finally you would be no and no. Right, so that one looks like it's done. Now let's assume that works. You'll see a guy going yay because he's got the legs, the body, the arms, and his pom-poms. Alright, so that one should work. Now we're going to need more than one, so let's do another one up here. For this to work, I need to know what these dimensions were. So, what were you in comparison to that one below? You were 200. 200 from the one below. That doesn't work for me because I can't see. There, so you're 560. Alright, so from here, 560 would put you, wow, about there. May need to just adjust slightly on this, I think. Anyway, let's get the roundabout in place. One-way junction grass, down at ground level, starting one notch in, going up, going up 1/2 circle, coming in, going down, going back, and going up. Now there are ways of doing about this junction piece, but you can actually have like almost a figure 8 where it don't connect in the middle, but I kind of like the roundabout versions if you can do them. So we'll find out if it works, shall we? The actual big danger here is I unpause this and it causes no end of traffic problems, and we have to undo it all. It's possible it happens, it's something that could entirely happen. You know what, let's try and sneak an extra one in here. I don't know if we get away with it. Mostly I don't know if the other side of the road can handle it, but we'll figure that out in a moment. So we don't actually have an edge piece here, so can I... Ooh, can we get away with it? We may actually be able to get away with it. Ooh. It's bumping the land out, but I mean, it's not unheard of for that to happen. Okay, we may actually have an option. 3 roundabout exit points. We might even get a 4th one down here, but I just think that's a bit too close to this. I might just put a straight cross road in there and ignore that over a bit. Okay, let's try it. Give me a grass route, 2 direction version. one straight line road between you and you, and between you and you, and between you and you. Same goes here, you to you. There's a leg in the way. Move tool, please. Move that leg to right there. Nobody would notice. Okay. So those are in place. Let's try to implement the next one. So the next one's going to be the same situation. We want them to be coming in from here at the bottom, if possible. So we want the grass one. We want the straight tool, and we would like them to be here. So that would be about there. It may not let me have this. That's the thing. The bendy tool may not let me actually have the downward pip due to that bit of road. It's actually going to let me have it. Okay, before we start playing around with it too much, let's do it again up here. Make sure it's not just a fluke. So that should be just above where that is. So it would be there. And then bendy tool. There. And there. And there's no more B yet. Alright, so all that's way. And how come they got pretty decent angles and you had horrible angles they had to manually adjust? Weird people. Maybe because they're different length and it works better that way. That's a possibility. Anyway, that means my life's much easier, so I can just come in here now and we just do traffic lights off, and we do lane changes. So lane number 1, nope and nope. Lane number 2, nope and nope. Flip it 90 degrees. You. Nope, nope. You. Nope, nope. Put 90 degrees. Doing 2 at once is actually really easy. You just go nope, 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 nope. And then last one. You to that, and then you to that. Okay, that works out pretty well as a overall. I wonder, I could put one in here, but I won't be able to get the road connecting to it. That's the only downside here. I feel we can just put a straight road in there. Let's go grass line because we'll just keep the consistency of those ones. That should just go straight across there. I don't see any reason to do anything other than that. And it's just asking for trouble if we try. I was thinking about connecting these vertically, but I don't think that's going to work now. That all looks okay there. Here we haven't got much of a choice right now. So let's just drop a normal junction there. I don't want to put a roundabout here. And we're going to be taking this out overseas. So that will work for now, and we'll deal with that later properly. Alright, let's give this a test run, shall we? This is where everything goes to pot. You're the right way, you're the right way, you're the right way, you're the right way. Everything here looks... Almost missed you out. Almost missed you. Could you not, please? Thank you. There we go. And you can down to there. That's fine, that's fine. And that should... what we can also do, just to make sure traffic flows, is we allow them to enter the junctions regardless on these pieces. Top and bottom are the priority roads. The side ones are not the priorities. And we'll see how that goes. It might be we have to do something similar here as well, just to encourage these go better. We'll see how they perform. Okay, worst case scenario, we have to redo the entire road system back to as it was before, but let's test it now. Boom. Flying cars! Look at this lot here. This is the kind of stuff I want to get rid of, but I can't solve that just yet. Okay, we have... Okay, there's number 1. Oh, I'll say thank you. This micro pausing here, this is something we can deal with using this. So, you're always going to enter in junction. We do it for all these junctions to make sure that they all have constant flow on them. I don't want anyone stopping and waiting. This is a roundabout after all. It may be we have to turn off the ones coming into the route, but for now I'll leave them all like this. And let's do you as well, will we? Unpause, that one at the bottom is the one that's got the busy word, so it'll find out for us later. No, there we go. You, there we go. Bloop. Bloop. I think you're having the same problem here. So, doop. Doop. Yeah, they saw them just immediately start moving better. And then bloop. Bloop. And we do you as well, just to keep the consistency up here. I don't want anything messing with my my flow. And then what we do is show you how the roads are operating if this operates the way I want it to do. There we go. So, what do we have here? We have people being idiots. Of course we have people being idiots. It's a road. It's how people work. Alright. That is actually flowing quite nicely. I find it weird that you see them here go across into this lane, then back out again. It's weird. Oh, big chunk of traffic coming in there. How are they going to behave themselves? Oh, we've got micro splitters here. So we got this is just little minor junctions. Technically not junctions, but the game treats them like them. So we just treat you a little bit better. There we go. And there, do these class as micro junctions? Ah, okay. You don't have micro junctions. So maybe we can demolish these and rebuild these a bit closer up, and it wouldn't be as an issue. Maybe I'll do it off camera if I can find a solution to that. Ooh, sorry. I did demolish a power cable, didn't I? Did you only have one power cable? Wow, that's not at all a high risk factor. Okay, I'm not quite sure what happened here at some point in the past, but that's fine. Could you repower? There we go. Wow, yeah, okay. I'm going to take a power cable from here, run it diagonally to here, and run it across the bridge if we can to the train station. I just feel that that's unnecessarily dangerous. How just the one connecting point. How are we doing? I feel that's actually working really well. We're getting some pauses where we could come onto the road, which is what you'd exactly expect to see. But those pauses are not affecting the main traffic flow, and everything does appear to be moving smoothly. Alright, I am happy with that layout, and we may utilise something very similar to that in the future, in other places. I also want to put in where we have two busy roads crossing each other. If we had this highway going up and down, and a really high density road going across that way as well, we maybe consider doing the inverted diamond, but that's something we can look at later on. But this looks like it's working really well. Okay, let me know what you think of this layout, and I didn't actually get all three in. I thought I'd only be able to get two of them in there and have to do something else at the top. Here also we can't do it again. We might be able to if we can go to the bridge going out. That might be. We can probably look at that later on. I don't want to do that until this piece comes off this way and becomes an elevated piece anyway, so for now it would be left alone. This lot's annoying me because there's just people. But I wish there was a way to speed these up. Is there a way to speed these up? I mean, there's not much space to play with, so I can't put a roundabout there with a straight piece coming off it, so that's unfortunate, but yeah, I wish there was a way to get that faster. See, if I could... What I want to do there is have a single lane on this side. So on an asymmetric road, 2 lane, 1 lane would be great. With a even just like 2 single lanes with a reservation in the middle. Do I have one? Please, one? See, there's no single lane version with a reservation down the middle. I mean, I could technically get away with putting down the monorail. That technically would count as a dividing point. I don't think these count as dividing points. Because some of the problems, not all of it, some of it is caused by these extra vehicles coming down. But we'll deal with those next time. I'm going to try popping down a tram track here. Yeah, tram track's not going to work because of that error message. Okay, how about can't put you there because you're going to have the same problem, aren't you? Yeah, we have the same problem. Oh, you don't have the message. Okay, stop that. That should have hopefully the... No, they couldn't cross it. That's what I wanted to stop them doing that, you see. Hello. Yeah. We probably have to use that again. The asymmetric road, unfortunately, doesn't work for us here. Because of the nature of the asymmetric piece. It's just awkward, basically. Yeah, you'll go that way. It makes no problem. I want to stop. The problem is here. I want to stop them doing that little turn this way, because it does sometimes get in the way of vehicles coming in. Also means these guys can turn in that way and it causes major problems. I'm sure we'll figure it out at some point. I may need to install a mod for new road types that will just give me the tree lines in the middle, because those would do that job. Yeah, that would definitely do it. I just don't like the. I don't really want the extra lanes, so I just want the divide down the middle. An avenue, basically, that would deal with it. Anyway, that's something we can deal with next time. Until then, please do let me know what you feel about these roundabouts. These are the most important part for today's episode. What do you think of these? Do they work well? Do they look okay? But anyway, next time, we'll work on probably that road over there. I'm probably going to find that traffic extensions mod and get the 2-lane road with a divider down the middle. And then we can work from there. So, also, any ideas how to deal with this? I just hate these vehicles sometimes. Anyway, until next time, comments in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.